Hi, welcome to Keeping It Real with Gina and Neil. This is the podcast that takes you beyond the highlight reels, social media hype, and pro player stuff to dive into the real world of pickleball. I'm Gina Salento, a multi-medalist pro player, a National Pickleball League competitor, and coach. And joining me is my co-host and good friend, Neil Friedenberg, who's a leading expert in pickleball product development, a 5.0 player, and also an awesome instructor. Together, we are here to pull back the curtain on what we like to call the dark side of pickleball. From on-the-court drama challenges players face every day at every level, we're talking about it all. But we are not just here to stir the pot, but we want to bring fun back to the game. And that means real honest talk, great product reviews that we're coming to you with, and also basically how to make pickleball fun again. So whether you are a weekend warrior, a tournament grinder, or just someone who loves the sport, this podcast is for you. Let us give you some background on who we are so that you can trust that we know what we're talking about. I won my first gold medal APP tournament alongside the Badger, Dave Weinbach, and that set the bar pretty high early on. Then I got drafted by the Indy Drivers in 2024 for the National Pickleball League, and my partner was Jenny Marcos and Rick Wiskin. And now I'm also the co-founder of the Pick that we launched about a year and a half ago with clothes for athleisure pickleball wear. Lastly, I partnered with 5 Getaways to host pickleball getaways in the Caribbean with sandals, doing all-inclusive pickleball getaways. And Neil, why don't you tell the viewers about you?
I'm Neil Friedenberg. I first played pickleball in the late 80s with my father, Mark Yoda Friedenberg, and he's the founder of ProLite Paddles. I've always been involved with different sports, but pickleball just tops it all off. I ran ProLite for many years, developed over 40 different paddles, a grip division, an accessory division. I continue to teach, coach, and write blogs in the pickleball industry, as well as develop new paddles and products still. My father, Mark Yoda Friedenberg, is a first ballot Hall of Famer, and back in 2004, he created the USAPA. And I continue to play at a high level at tournaments across the nation. And you can say that pickleball is in my DNA.
Awesome. So speaking about your dad, I had no idea that he founded the USAPA, United States Pickleball Association. So what was his goal in doing that?
Well, he fell in love with pickleball a long time ago, and he talked about how special the sport is. And it's basically going to save lives, add years to people's lives, just make for a healthier person. Back when I was a kid, he always said, Neil, you have 30 minutes in your day, every single day, to be active. And he found pickleball during his lunch hour at the place of work, and he became addicted so much that he's played almost every day. He started playing in tournaments, and then he created the USAPA. He created basically the governing body of pickleball.
That's amazing. And ambassadors.
And ambassadors, the board, everything. And
wow.
He just had this, he just looked forward 30, 40 years and just saw how special the sport was and knew it could be something special. And his goal was to see it in the Olympics at some point, in schools, offering it to kids, kids that might not play traditional sports.
That's amazing that he's still around then too, to see how this thing has really blown up.
I hope he gets to see it in the Olympics someday.
I know.
I think that would be the ultimate.
Will. That's amazing. Goal. Amazing.
And I want to say I'm wearing something really, really comfortable right now. It's by the Pick. Can you tell me a little bit about the Pick?
Yes, I'm wearing 2. We wanted to do, my partners, Jordan Pintar and Kathy Lynch, and I wanted to start, and we all came together over the love of pickleball. That's how we started this brand of athleisure stuff. I didn't particularly care for what was out there, and we wanted to do something just tasteful. So the t-shirts we do are all Supima cotton, and they play like athletic wear, like performance wear, but they're just cotton. And I was just excited to just do something other than a dill pickle holding a paddle that says I'm a big dill. So
the cartoon,
and it just, so no offense to anyone that loves that, but I just couldn't see myself in it. So we just came together and formed this business, and so far so good. It's just
I love it. It's clean,
easy.
It's stretchy.
Yeah.
It feels good. It makes me kind of look more muscular than I really am.
Oh my gosh,
so that
but
makes
you are.
My confidence is
and I think this color brings out the gray in your beard perfectly.
Just for men.
Just for
men.
So Neil and I got together not that long ago, like literally months ago, and we were sharing that we both kind of felt like we lost our love for pickleball, not the game, but just kind of the direction of where it's going. Like it kind of let us feel like something's missing. Because when we both started pickleball, I couldn't get enough. He couldn't get enough, right? I mean, you loved it.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
Almost daily.
daily fun. And the people you were meeting along the way, it was great. But then after years of doing it as an instructor, and not so much being on the pro tour, but just being an instructor, seeing the level of kind of weirdness or kind of craziness it's taken on, to the point where I was seeing stuff happen that just wasn't cool. So then we got together and we started talking about feeling the same way, right?
We had similar experiences. We went along that timeline of, I love this sport, I'm going to play every day, I'm going to maybe go even further, I'm going to enter tournaments. And we hit a point where that love was kind of gone for a little bit. Mm-hmm. That's, I think, brought us together on our conversations.
Yep. And we thought, like, what can we do? And knowing the people I've seen come across my courts, and Neil teaches too, so the stuff he's seen, and also being in the product development line of working in the industry and how the game has changed, and the intensity in which this is getting. Right. I just felt like, okay, maybe we should talk about, because I have people coming to me in my lessons with like post-traumatic stress disorder because they're getting like banged at, and we're going to get into all that. But really the overview of this whole podcast is to really shed light on kind of how dark it's gotten, and how people can relate to certain stories, and people's feelings getting hurt, friendships breaking up, marriages breaking up, people thinking they're way better than what they are and getting delusional, and it affecting their daily lives. And so we want to come together and share our experiences, maybe give you something you can relate to, and then also maybe give some antidotes on how to turn it around and make it fun again. Because that's
what yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I see a lot of chaos in pickleball right now, mm-hmm. and it's very dramatic. And that's what you continue to read about, is the drama. And, let's rewind our experiences and try to say, well, why did I fall in love with this game in the first place? Everyone can play. It's easy. You're doing a cardio for 2-3 hours pretty easily.
Yep.
And you're social.
Yep. Very much.
Everything. And you're making a lot of friends. And I think a lot of the time what's going on, especially along that timeline, is you think that you're better than you really are, and then you're excluding yourself, and then you lose friends instead of making friends. And I think we're going to definitely focus on that.
I know.
And find resolutions.
And it's going to run the gamut. This isn't just like, again, stirring the pot, like I mentioned earlier. It's going to be about product reviews. I mean, Neil has done so much development in different areas of pickleball, and we're going to take different brands that you maybe heard of or not heard of and review them, up and coming brands that are bringing new things to the market, and how we are using them and what we would recommend, or even down to when you play your first tournament, if you're going to do something like that, and what you put in your bag. I mean, simple stuff that everybody could learn from, I guess.
We have that experience that we can bring, and what you have in your bag is probably different than what I have.
For sure.
What I'm, different types of vitamin waters or whatever. You're probably way healthier than I am.
I'm trying to be, but if you look at me, I'm not, but yes.
And we're also going to put more attention on the brands that a lot of people maybe didn't hear of, non-traditional products. It doesn't have to be paddles. It can be eyewear. I know we're going to be doing some eyewear in the future.
Yep. Shoes,
knee braces.
Yes.
I'm aging. I'm 47 years old. I'm getting older. I'm definitely looking at what kind of knee sleeve do I need right now? What's it going to do for my pickleball game? And things like that. So personal experiences.
Definitely. And I think everybody that is just the everyday person out there playing and enjoys it still and wants to get better. I mean, we also will give maybe tips on how to improve your game. I mean, there's a sea of people teaching out there, and I think that's great. And somebody may resonate with you and then others don't, but we're not here to get too heavy into that. It's more or less just share experiences on bringing back the joy that may be like lackluster in your life with pickleball, because you've experienced some things that you didn't early on, and now it's like, whoa. So that's what we're trying to do, and I think it'll be a fun ride.
And not only that is we're going to be bringing on some special guests.
That's right. Special guests
that a lot of people have heard of, maybe some haven't, that are doing some good things in the community, raising more pickleball awareness, bringing pickleball to different demographics. Maybe kids and kids camps, kids with special needs, prison systems even, So we're going to be very, very busy with a lot of those.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. So thanks for joining us and look forward to seeing you at the next one.